What's up, everyone? It's Whack. I welcome you to week 5 of SDS season 13. I almost said season 16. Um, this week we got all 8 games to watch. Well, it's more like 7.5, and you'll see that. So our first game is we got Heister versus Wobbuffet. On Heister's side, we have Mega Starmie, Gudra Hisui, uh, Urshifu Single, Zapdos, Fortress, and Ogerpon Hearthflame. And on Wobbuffet's side, we have Bouffalant in the first slot. Quaquaval, Mega Gallade, Uxie, Darkrai, and Alolan Ninetales. So starting things off, we're going to see Ogerpon lead into Bouffalant. And we're just going to U-turn. We get a crit U-turn, of course. Cotton Guard. Does this thing get Body Press? Amnesia? Cotton Guard Amnesia? What? Nice. And a Flash Cannon into the Quack. And Zapdos comes in on Flip Turn. Are we gonna get parried? Ooh, Helmet and para. Nice. You'll have to see non-boots item on flying types. Of course, the Ninetales is gonna knock out Zapdos. Could have probably went into Gudra there, to be honest. Fortress is gonna come in. We're gonna see Blizzard. That did half. Oh, this is like Specs Ninetales. Oh my god. When I used Ninetales, I didn't get this lucky with my Blizzard rolls. Yeah, I was gonna say, you could have just went Gudra this whole time. Instead, you sacked like 2 nuns. Anyways, we're gonna Destiny Bond into the Dragon Tail. Why did we wish on, or I'm sorry, why did we Destiny Bond on the Gudra? I don't think there's like anything Gudra would have done that like killed Gallade there. Does Gudra even get Outrage? I don't even know if Outrage would have killed. No, it wouldn't have. That would have done like 40%. Well, because Dragon Tail's like half, but I guess this is probably not attack invested Gudra, to be fair. I don't know. Buffon's gonna come back in, though. And we're gonna Cotton Guard on, like, the very obvious Dragon Tail. I don't know, like, what we're doing, but... Glade ends up getting its Wish. Wish Mega Glade, Wish Destiny Bond, that's a very interesting set. Dragon Pulse. Darkrai gets the next Wish. SD, okay. I forgot that Darkrai got SD. But you turned it a lot. We're gonna see the Shifu come in. Quack is gonna come in on this. U-turn. Starmie. There it is. There he is. It's gonna just kill with Rapid Spin. Very balanced Pokemon. Liquidation is gonna do over half to Uxie. What the fuck? Does it? Girl. What? I mean, you got like a couple turns of Trick Room, but I think, yeah, Starmie is just going to be able to come back in at this point. Amnesia. I don't know, like, why we're trying this with Bouffalant over and over again. Like, sack the rest of your mons and then go into Bouffalant. Cotton Guard is a decent brain. Dragon Tail into Boof. He's gonna try Cotton Guarding again on the fucking Dragon Tail. Like, dude, just sack your Pokemon, please. Wish, Dragon Pulse. Protect. He's trying to Wish Pass into the fucking Buffon, isn't he? Let me guess, Dragon Tail? Dragon Tail? Oh, he fucking missed Dragon Tail. Oof. Why are we clicking Amnesia? Brother, just fucking switch into Gallade and let the Gudra kill you. I don't I don't really know why we're not just letting Gallade die. I mean, at this point, like, couldn't you just... I don't know. Cotton Garden Amnesia leftovers. I don't know what the fucking Boufflant is. And we're trying very hard to win with Boufflant here. Cudgel is gonna do a lot. We're gonna see Toxic. The Toxic Gossip Chain. You're gonna lose because what the fuck is this? So basically your Boufflant couldn't touch the Goodra this whole time? I don't really understand what Wobbuffet was doing like this entire battle. I mean... that flip turn crit? Did that matter? Why wouldn't you just rapid, or like, why wouldn't you just liquidation? But like, I feel like the flip turn crit had matter there, right? It probably did. Maybe he's just trying to give Wobbuffet a kill for like whatever the fuck this Boufflant set was that doesn't touch like. There's two steel types on this team. Like, how the fuck are you doing anything to two steel types? You're literally just PP stalling at this point. You don't even have pressure, and your moves don't even have like high. I mean, Amnesia does, but like your moves don't even have like high PP. It's like I don't really know like what the fuck you thought you're gonna do with the Boufflant. Anyways, our next game is gonna be me versus Cryptix. On my side, I'm gonna have Garchomp, Samurott Roundtooie, Spectrier, Victini, Starmie making his debut, and Pheasantipity. Crip is gonna bring his Skarmory, Raikou, Mega Meganium, Miltank, Quagsire, which got traded out for Mega Steelix last week, as well as Tyranitar. So starting things off, I'm going to lead with my Roundtooie. He's going to lead T-Tar, and he's going to want to switch into Raikou. As I miss Ceaseless Edge. This is why I ran fucking Night Slash last week, because what the fuck, Samurott? Anyways, he's gonna Aura Sphere into my Garchomp. I'm pretty sure he's like Choice Specs Raikou. I'm gonna Stealth Rock, and I'm gonna go into my Victini as he Iron Heads for some chip. Doesn't do too much. And he's gonna go into Quagsire on my Focus Blast, which is gonna land because I'm Wide Lens and Victory Star. So basically, Wide Lens gives you a 1.1 accuracy boost, as well as Victory Star also gives you 1.1 boost. So I actually have 85% accuracy on Focus Blast. The most accurate Focus Blast you'll ever see, other than Raichu Y, which will be coming out like tomorrow, but you know. Miltank is going to come in, and for some reason... Oh, he does get the Body Slam para. If I click Focus Blast, I'm just going to kill him. For whatever reason, I thought I remembered switching out there. Although I guess I remembered staying in, but I didn't click Blue Flare because I was like, oh, it might be like Thick Fat Miltank for the Victini. Which like didn't occur to me in prep, but I'm pretty sure he was just Scarf Scrappy because I max speed Victini and outsped me. He's gonna knock off my Wide Lens, which is fine. My Noble dies. Knight comes in. Skarmory is gonna switch in on this. It's not gonna give a shit about anything Samurott does, to be honest. Basically, Samurott has like not a good matchup into this like Meganium or the Skarmory, but I needed something to take a hit from T-Tar, so that's like the only reason why it's here. Anyways, he's gonna Brave Bird, and I'm gonna get off a Meteor Beam, Power Herb Meteor Beam, and Meganium's gonna come in. He's gonna Mega Evolve. I'm gonna be able to Ice Beam for a good amount of damage, but it looks like he's like specially defensive or something. Probably for like Spectrier, if I had to guess, or maybe it was for like Starmie, because he doesn't really need Fizz Def for Samurott. Samurott cannot do anything to Meganium. I am running Aerial Ace on my set, but I don't think I get like anything for Meganium. And Garchomp gets P-Jab, but I don't know if he thinks I would run that this week, especially into like his Skarmory. But I mean, we did see Sludge Wave Zygarde last week into this team, so he probably could have expected me to do that, but nah. Fez is gonna come in, claim its KO. Then we're gonna see T-Tar come in, and I'm gonna U-turn. I'm not gonna get the Toxic Gossip Chain, unfortunately. Um, he's gonna DD. Rock Slide is gonna knock me down to 1 HP. I think I was at 1 HP? I don't fucking remember. Um, in all fairness, like, I think with his set, Garchomp could have lived a knockoff, because I don't remember what my Garchomp was, but I'm pretty sure I'm like a Tank Chomp set, basically. Or like pretty close to Tank Chomp. He's gonna lock in Shadow Ball here, and at this point I'm just going to Sludge Bomb the Raikou until it dies. And I'm going to eat another Shadow Ball and a Sludge Bomb, which knocks him down to 1%. Funnily enough, his own T-Tar knocks out his Raikou because Sand knocked it out and not the poison or the Sludge Bomb. However, the kill does go to Fez because that's how I have to put it on the dot. So yeah, GG's to Crip. 10 kills for Fez, by the way, which is like half than Starmie, but also Fez has like a third of the attack set that Starmie does, so um or like a third of like the special attack that Starmie has in attack. So you know, we'll take 10 KOs for Fez. Anyways, we have Havoc versus Elekid. On Elekid's side, we have Dio Speed, Scissor, Dragonite. I'm sorry, I think it's Mega Dragonite. Tapu, Bulu, Volcanion, and Greninja. I just realized that like all of his mons have like a bunch of red, except for Dragonite. But I mean, these guys are all like very similar colors. If you put Dragonite like before Dio Speed, or if you put like no, Gren kind of doesn't belong. I mean, like you got like the tongue scarf going on, but that's pink. Like you got a lot of red and orange on your team. Anyways, on Havoc's side we have Ferrothorn, Weavile, Polt, Mega Maw, Kilowattrel, and Donphan. So we're gonna lead Volcanion into Ferrothorn. Not a very good beat for the Ferrothorn. We're gonna Flamethrower the Donphan. Donphan's gonna take a shit ton of damage there. And we're gonna switch out, so I guess maybe we're a little bit scared that Donphan might be like fast, but Bulu is offering quite the recovery. But Donphan is we're just gonna let Donphan die. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like you could have maybe went Ferrothorn, but maybe you're scared of the superpower. I don't even think Tapu Bulu gets close combat. I think it's superpower. So I feel like Ferrothorn could live 2 of them. Darkest Lariat. Yeah, we definitely eat the shit out of the superpower. So I don't know why we let Donphan die, to be fair, but I guess. We're gonna knock off the Scissors Boots. Boot Scissor is something I don't think I've seen much, but it looks like we're Defog Scissor. We're gonna get up some spikes with Ferrothorn. And we're gonna switch in Pult on the knockoff. That was a really good read on Elekid's side. Honestly, very surprised that knockoff like straight up KO'd the Pult. I wonder if that was like the roll, or if maybe we're like minus defense nature, if we have like, because we have U-turn. I mean, we're choice specs though, so I can't imagine you'd have like other physical moves other than U-turn. But I wonder if you're like accidentally minus defense nature. I don't fucking know. We're gonna Volt Switch on the Scissor into Ferrothorn, knock off the leftovers. Roost, we're not gonna have Roost on Scissor, perhaps. We're gonna T-Wave the Ferrothorn. And Gyroball does a lot. Also, Gyroball is going to do a lot more just because it's paralyzed Ferrothorn. Although, I'm not really sure if the pair matters, because Ferrothorn's already, like, really slow. So I don't know if Gyroball's powered up, but I'm pretty sure it is. Because Gyroball's, its power scaling is kind of strange. Back from my experience using, like, Terra Stack Attacka, like, Stack Attacka doesn't get like max damage on Gyroball sometimes unless you're like not lagging tail. like Iron Ball or something like that. Sometimes you need the Iron Ball or like the Metal Coat. I mean, the Metal Coat is, it doesn't. You know what? This shit doesn't matter. Anyways, we're gonna see the Weavile knock off. Um, Scissor is just gonna be able to bullet punch this thing though. Yeah, we're gonna bullet punch. Maybe it could have went Mawile there and preserved Weavile, but I don't think it matters because I think Volcanion kind of just beats the rest of them anyways. We're gonna Fire Fang and we're gonna miss the Sucker Punch, and then we get off the T Wave, and then Fire Blast doesn't knock out the Mawile. Okay, so we get the Player of KO. Surprised we went for a Player of KO, not just like Fire Fang there, but I guess if Dragonite had like Roost, then I guess no, I think Player of is probably the correct play there. Fire Fang has a chance to miss as well, but yeah, we're gonna Bullet Punch. Crit did not matter. But yeah, GG's to Havoc. I feel bad for Havoc. I feel like he's got an interesting team. It just like barely gets edged out like every week. Cause I mean, there's a whole Greninja in the back, I guess. But like Scissor was almost dead. Um, it's probably the fucking Kilowattrel, dude. You gotta stop using Kilowattrel, my friend. That mon cannot win anything. When I used Kilowattrel, the last time I used Kilowattrel, I like almost did not make playoffs in my first time. Um, no, I think I there was a league recently where I might have not made playoffs, but I can't remember to be honest. But like the last time I like almost didn't make playoffs in SDS, I was using Kilowattrel, and that was on a no hazards team because I was like, oh, Kilowattrel doesn't get defog, so I don't really have to worry about like running defog or like running removal on my flying type. So like let's draft Kilowattrel and Galarian Moltres, and then they like proceeded to not do shit anyways. So yeah. Next up we have Dedanley versus Liger. On the Dedanley side, we have Conkeldurr. I think it's its debut battle. We also got Kartana, Megaladios, Palafin, Clefable, and Mandibuzz. On Liger's side, we have Meowscarada, Gouging Fire, Hatterene, which I think is debuting this week, as well as Milotic, Gliscor, and Thundurus Therian. So we're gonna see Palafin lead into Thundurus. Also, have we seen like any megas? Dragonite came out and Mawile did as well. Chestnut didn't come this week. I guess Meganium came out. All it did was click Solar Beam. Oh, we had the fucking Starmie and Glade with like zero attack. We had like 3 mons here with like zero attacking moves. Like, what the fuck? I understand like the weird prep into the Heisters team though specifically. I suppose that makes sense. Also, probably like Scarf Thundy. Oh no. Let me replay that. Okay, so we led Palafin into Thundy. For some reason, I must have paused it when he switched in the Latios, but it just looked like Scarf Thundy. But yeah, U-turn is always a good move. What is the Danley's ground type? I think it's Ursaluna. To be honest, you probably could have gotten away with Volt Switch. If you're running like Grass Knot on the Thundy, that you probably could have gotten away with Volt Switch, but like either way, it doesn't really matter. U-turn's nice for like the Latios, to be honest. Mystical Fire and Moonblast. Thundy's gonna come in on a Soft Boiled. Sunny Day Thundurus. Also, Ice Beam did nothing. I mean, it's -1 special attack, but that's kind of crazy that that did nothing. Rocky Helmet, Clef. Moonblast, that did nothing. Special attack drop's not gonna matter. We're gonna bring in the Latios on Heat Crash and die instantly. I just realized he didn't even Mega Evolve. Heat Crash just straight up KO'd the Clef. That's kind of amazing. I feel like Clef is just not a good mom anymore. Like, I don't really see Clef doing too much. I personally don't think I'd ever draft Clef. Actually, no, I take that back. I would draft Clef, but only because I think it's a fraud, and I just have to see for myself if I like actually like Clef or if I really don't like Clef. But like in my personal opinion, like Clef is just not a good mon anymore. Like I'm assuming this is like a Fizz-Def Clef. If you're running Rocky Helmet, you're probably like somewhat Fizz-Def. The fact that Heat Crash just KO'd you is kind of insane. I guess this could be Choice Band Gouge. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it could be like Sunny Day Thunderous into like Choice Band Gouge because there's not really like a Heat Crash switch in other than this Palafin. And also, Milotic, over Rocky Helmet. I was gonna say, Flame Orb Milotic just counters the shit out of, Palafin too. And we burn the, Conch. It'd be really funny though, this Conch was not meant to be, Guts, but it looks like it probably is Guts Conch. So we're gonna Scald, get the crit. Knockoff doesn't KO the Milotic, but, Kartana's gonna be able to come in, and, what are we gonna do about Kartana? We're gonna knock off the Toxic Orb. Uh-oh. So we don't get a Toxic Orb off. I guess we get the rocks. Hurricane Mandibuzz. Okay. Hurricane Mandibuzz. I don't think I've ever run a Hurricane on Mandibuzz. I think when I run Mandibuzz, I'm always like Braver, but this is why, because Hurricane just fucking misses. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, we're gonna be Defog. For some reason, I was starting to think it might have been like Weak Armor policy Mandibuzz with Hurricane, because I think if I am running Hurricane on Mandibuzz, it's because I'm running like Nasty Plot Weak Armor policy probably. I'm switching Mandibuzz on Gouge. Oh, we're probably fucking Foul Play, right? Oh, we're not Choice Band. So Clef just fucking died. We are Weak Armor. Why didn't we why aren't we Foul Play? Okay, so we're gonna knock off. And we're Choice Scarf. Hattering's gonna come in. Okay. Healing Wish. Uh-oh. Into Thundy. Okay, that's not gonna matter too much. Yeah, you can do that. And then what? You lock in, you Leaf Blade. Oh, that killed. Part. Okay, so Meow. Okay, we U-turn. And my Lodic. Leaf Blade. Oh, so the Meow's faster, and then Helmet. Knockoff? Oh, Brick Break. Brick Break Meowscarada. I guess it was for screens, probably, or maybe we just wanted the fighting coverage for Cart, because maybe low. I'm gonna guess this is the fighting move for Cart, because I'm guessing that low kick, because Meow's other fighting move is like low kick, so it probably didn't do any damage because Cart is like light as a feather. Good brain. Good game, honestly. It was a very close game, despite Clefable being an absolute piece of shit. Anyways, Yuno versus King Crashers next. On Yuno's side, we have Tapu Fini, Tornadus Therian, Trapagos, Zygarde, Hoopa Unbound, and Low Kicks. No Mega Emboar. He dropped the Mega Pinsir, by the way, but he never used, but, I mean, regardless. On Crasher's side, he ended up making some transactions, so we actually have a Rain Core now around the Mega Venusaur, which is interesting. It's kind of just something I suggested to him because I think Rain is good, but I don't know if other people think that Rain is really bad or like very gimmicky, but every time I use Rain, like I have a really good win rate with Rain, so beats me. But Rain, like Archaludon, Pelipper, Bearskita, like really fill some holes in his team. So let's see how this plays out. So we're gonna lead Pelipper into Hoopa. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Yuno is like very overrating this Hoopa. Hoopa's not a good Pokemon. If Pelipper kills, oh, it doesn't kill U-turn there. Very close. Very close. Bearskita. We P-jab. What the fuck is Yuno talking about? I'll not predict, motherfucker. Predict what? Like, oh, maybe Maybe he thought the Pelipper would hard switch because, like, Hoopa probably kills with, like, Psychic or Dark Pulse. If not, I think Hoopa gets T-Bolt. I don't actually know. I think Hoopa gets T-Bolt. Ooh, we're Policy Feeny. Doesn't matter because we had to switch out. I probably would have just let Feeny die. If I'm gonna be, like, so for real. 1,000 arrows into Swampert. That did nothing. And then we're gonna Grass Knot the Swampert. Yeah, it's really funny that Grass Knot is like a Grass Knot is a contact move. Tapu Feeding's gonna come in on the liquidation. It's not gonna matter too much. Okay. We're gonna switch in. Yeah, our Archaludon is a very good switch in. That did a lot. We are Stamina. Oh, we're Life Orb low kicks. And we knock out the thing. Are we, like, perhaps we get the stamina, or I'm sorry, the crit. Earth Power is gonna be enough to knock out the Arch. I was kind of wondering if Arch might have been like Assault Vest. I don't know. Hurricane, Terra Starstorm is gonna do that. Okay. I think Barraskewda probably outspeeds +3 speed Terrapagos. So it doesn't really matter too much. And then we Liquidation. That just kills. That's crazy. And yeah. You know, guys, if you ban the Rain Rock. Wait, who's the last mon? Torn. Oh, Torn is getting outsped by this thing anyway. Anyways, good job, King Crasher. This Barraskewda went absolutely fucking ham this week. It might end up being a thumbnail. Oh, I missed the part where the Hoopa died. But it might be thumbnail of the week. It might be. Other than, like, Fez getting its 10 kills. I'll have to look after these last couple of games. Next up, we have Gex versus Fabian. On Gex's side, we have Mega Lopunny, Screamtail, Dragonite, Golden Go, Overquill, and Mudsdale. And on Fabian King's side, we have Mega Floette, Tinglu, Tentacruel, Baxcalibur, Thundurus, and Arcanine. So we're going to play this out. We're going to lead Mega Lopunny into the Tentacruel. SD, turn 1. We're in a Scald. We're going to get the Scald Burn. We do get the Scald Burn. Are we running Facade? Oh, we're just going to SD again. Uh-oh. You know, Tentacruel gets, like, Clear, Smog, and Haze. Return does knock out the Tentacruel. I don't think that crit matters. Mach Punch. Oh my god, what the fuck is with these crits? Holy shit. Oh, and Fabian King didn't know that Lopunny got Mach Punch. Yeah, it got Mach Punch in Champions. Like, you have to remember that the, this is as close to a Champions metagame as I can get it to be, so yeah, there's gonna be some stuff that, like, kind of falls through the cracks. Like, that's why I put that doc on there so you guys can see what's out there. If I was Fabian King, a baller play would have been to have, like, policy on this thing and heavy slam that Screamtail. If I was a Ting Lu player, like, I'm not clicking spikes, like, ever. I'm running fucking heavy slam for, like, every fairy type switching in to, like, be annoying. We're in a nasty plot. Barbarage is gonna get the poison. For some reason, when he clicked Barbarage, I was expecting it to poison and then confused. I guess I'm so used to seeing, like, Petulant Malignant Chain, because Barbarage is, like, kind of like Malignant Chain. I think in terms of Is Malignant Chain toxic poison, actually? Fuck, I don't know. I don't think Malignant... I think Malignant Chain might be a regular poison. But it's like poison and confusion. So when I see something like Barrage, because it has like the same percent chance to poison, I don't know. I just thought it would do stuff. Oh, we went hard Mudsdale. I'm gonna go Overquill on the Grass Knot. Oh wow, that Overquill did not give a shit about Grass Knot there. Mudsdale. Oh fuck! If I was Fabian, I would have fucking Grass Knot again. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna see Floette come in. We're gonna sub on the EQ. Subbing on a Mudsdale is interesting. Because I think at this point, yeah, Mudsdale's just gonna stay in. Oh, and then Make It Rain knocks out. And then we say GG since Lopunny crits. Yeah, the crits probably mattered. I actually don't know, because the Lopunny being burned kind of like throws me off a little bit, but I mean, it was at +4 attack, so like it was stronger than it would have been without clicking SD at all, even with the burn. We're gonna Ruination. See, I don't like Ruination as a move. I don't know if it's just me, but I do not care about Ruination. This Overquill is really obnoxious for Fabian King. Also, that Barrage did absolutely fucking nothing. Barrage again. I would have probably Pain Split there. I guess you didn't have to Pain Split. No, Barrage was probably the play. But yeah, you can just go Screamtail, Encore into Blitz. And Tinglu's at 77. Prick the Choice Scarf. Why Ruination? I guess. Maybe you don't have EQ on this set, but yeah, you literally cannot kill anything with Ruination, so you might as well just kind of... honestly, shoutouts to Fabian King for playing this out. I would have expected, like, everyone else to just forfeit here. Well, it's not... The game's not fucking over yet. Because there's people that would still forfeit, like, randomly on, like, the second to last turn. Because I don't know why people do that. Like, to be fair, I think I've done that once, but... I don't know. I think people need to, like, calm down a little bit with this hacks shit. I mean, yes, we play fucking Pokemon, like, yes, Scald might burn the first time. Yes, Mach Punch might crit. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just the game, like, it's not... I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyways, we're gonna have Nature Guy versus John Paul. This is gonna be a very quick game, though. I'm not even really gonna get into what they brought, but, the main thing that I want to note here is that Mega Glamora is finally off the bench. So we're gonna lead Togekiss into Coco. We're gonna switch out into Registeel. And T-Bolt does a good amount of damage, to be honest. Is this the first time we're seeing Registeel off the bench too? I don't know, I feel like I haven't seen Nature Guy's team that much. I feel like I remember this Togekiss doing stuff, but I don't know. Because to be honest, with me using Togekiss in SPS, I'm like, wow, Togekiss like really fell off in this gen. Like, I can't find a fucking use for it. Yeah. So this is why the game ends very fast. So we're gonna Leech Seed the Weezing. But yeah, we're Policy, and we Baton Pass into Glim. You know what though? Nature Guy, sick tech. Unfortunately, you cannot Baton Pass stats, and like, there's no leagues that allow it. I think my rules doc might have fucked up somewhere. So I reworded a rule under like the Smogon clause that you can only baton pass dry. Um, because it was worded kind of weird for some reason. I don't really know why I had it that way. To be honest though, like if this was a couple years ago, this would have been completely fine for me because I was like I've always had the thought of like I feel like if you activate a weakness policy, you should be able to baton like you deserve to be able to baton pass for running a weakness policy and then baton passing. Like, if that was your strat, like I think that is fucking awesome. So on like shout outs nature guy. Honestly, this might be the thumbnail. Weakness policy shaman with a baton is gonna be the thumbnail because I think that's very funny and very cool. Unfortunately, it just wasn't allowed. I might, I really want to. I might add an extension of the rules. Like maybe you can baton pass like stats that were given to you by opponent, either if it's like through like weakness policy or like defiant procs, guard dog procs, competitive procs. Um, not. I don't know if that would be like a healthy addition. Like it might just people might just like do this type of shit every week, so maybe not. I might put a vote on it though. Like, it's not gonna be all my like. It's not gonna be 100% my fault if this might end up being allowed. But I think it's really funny. But unfortunately, since it's not really allowed, Nature Guy is gonna have to forfeit here. But hey, at least we got to see Mega Glim, not Mega Evolve, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully we'll see Mega Glim at some point this season because this was its first time at the bench and it got the stats, but it didn't get to Mega Evolve. Versus John Paul's team though, like Glim actually looks really solid. I mean, you kind of struggle into Ogerpon, but Ogerpon's not switching in on you. Chi-Yu's slower than you unless it's Scarf, and I'm pretty sure like you got this like Glim is bulky enough to be able to like take a hit from Chi-Yu. I think it, it might not be able to take a Psychic actually, like a Scarf Psychic. Like you kind of eat hits from Coco. P2 could be like kind of troublesome for you, but like um its adaptability, Glim, and then like you Sludge Bomb, you get the poison. Like at some point, Porygon is spamming recover and like you can't really do too much to Porygon. And then like Tusk has to deal with its Glim is faster. Mega Glim is faster at least. And it doesn't want to eat like adaptability boosted sludge bombs, especially if you get like poisoned. And Wheezing isn't doing like too much. Um, Honestly though, I think this game should have been played out. I think if you wanted to play this game out, like you just forced the Glim to swap. Um, so yeah, that really sucks. But yeah. Anyways, our last game of the week is going to be Wisdom versus Power Fable. Thank God I waited a day to record this video because this game wouldn't have been in the video because Wisdom extends every week. Anyways, we're gonna see Mega Delphox, Sneasler, Klefki, Almamola, Crocodile, and Decidueye versus Aerodactyl, Galarian Slowking, Excadrill, Primarina, Kyurem, and King Gambit. So no... What is Power Fable's Mega? Is that Mega Excadrill, right? I think he just has regular Drill. Actually, I don't think he has a Mega. I think he dropped his Mega, because, yeah, he had Mega Gren, which I still think was a throw. Like, I would have rather had Mega Gren over both Aerodactyl and Cobalion. Like, that was... I don't really understand, like, what was going on there, but I guess we could have two worse Mons. Also, we're clicking Tailwind in singles. That's very cool. Double Edge, Rock Slide. Interesting. Rock Tomb also didn't do too much. I wonder if Power Fable is taking, I wonder if he's been playing, like, Champions VGC, because, like, this Aerodactyl set is something I would have expected out of, VGC, but look at that. Your Tailwind is gone, and, so is your Aerodactyl, so you got no use out of that. And also, we just switched into Galarian Slowking on a high horsepower. Ironhead. Are we gonna get the flinch? No flinch. What are we doing? What are we doing? Sucker punch. Okay. In close combat, the thing, white herb is gonna activate. Well, it's not gonna matter because, yeah, it looks like you just close combat. Crit. The crit did not matter. Power Fable thought that Wisdom would switch to Primarina. You're the one with the Primarina, what? Maybe he was thinking about Velfox or Aloe. I don't fucking know. I don't really understand, but yeah. Well, that was the last game of the week. Um, nice Crook set. Does Power Fable have Rillaboom? I think he does. So that's probably why we had high horsepower. Well, you know what, Nature Guy? I'm giving your weakness policy shaman is gonna it's gonna get the thumbnail. Fuck you, you know you're not ever getting a thumbnail, bro. Also, like half your mons didn't even click any buttons. Like Grass not Zygarde is not like tech, okay? It's not. I've run fucking Grass not Metagross. I've run Grass not on like I don't fucking know. I've ran Grass out on like anything. I'm pretty sure I've ran like Grass out Obstagoon before. Like this is not tech. Sorry, not getting a thumbnail. Uh, to be honest though, the Bear Skew is probably getting the thumbnail, but I might add the policy shaman in there as a funny Easter egg. So yeah. Anyways, next week is week 6. Transactions are now closed, so hopefully everyone is happy with their teams. If they're not, sucks to suck. You know, there's always things that I'm like, I don't really think I'm like the happiest with my team. To be honest, like my SPS team, like I tried getting rid of my Togekiss for a while and I just couldn't find fucking shit. So unfortunately, I'm stuck with Togekiss and an Aurorus that I'm probably not going to use because it's not Terra Aurorus, and Aurorus without Terra is like unfortunately like really bad. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next week.